My name is Claire. I'm 34 years old, and 2 months ago at my little brother's wedding, my stepmother took the microphone during the toasts, looked directly at me and told 200 guests that I wasn't really family. She didn't know I owned the house we were standing in. My dad passed away 6 years ago. He left everything split between me and my brother, Daniel. Except one thing. The family house. The one my dad built his second marriage in. The one my stepmother Linda had lived in for over a decade. That one, he left to me. Quietly. In a separate trust. He never told Linda. He told me he didn't want to fight while he was still alive to see it. I never brought it up. I let Linda keep living there. I let her think it was still her house. I paid the property taxes myself every year and never said a word. I didn't need the money. I just wanted peace in the family. Linda never liked me. Not since she married my dad when I was 19. She used to introduce me to her friends as my husband's daughter from before. Never just my daughter, never even my stepdaughter. Just a footnote. When Daniel got engaged, Linda took over the wedding planning completely. She picked the venue, the family house's backyard, the one place my dad had spent his last years. She picked the caterer, the flowers, everything. I paid for my own dress and showed up to help however I could. I told myself it didn't matter, it was Daniel's day. During the reception, Linda stood up with a glass of champagne for the toasts. She talked about Daniel, about how proud she was, how he was truly her son in every way that mattered. Then she looked at me. And of course, she said, smiling at the crowd, we have Claire here too. Not by blood, not really by choice, but we make room at the table anyway. Don't worry, sweetheart, you won't be getting anything from this family. Never have, never will. The guests laughed. A few looked uncomfortable. Daniel's face went pale, but he didn't say anything. He was 3 drinks in mid-ceremony, and I don't think he fully understood what she'd just said in front of everyone. I smiled. I raised my glass along with the rest of the room. I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I finished my champagne, congratulated my brother, and stepped outside for some air. Then I called my lawyer. Not out of spite in that moment, out of clarity. Linda had just told 200 people on record in front of witnesses that I had no claim to anything in this family, which meant she genuinely believed that, which meant she had no idea the ground she was standing on literally belonged to me. 2 weeks later, Linda got a certified letter, not from me, from my attorney. It explained formally that the property at 4 Willow Creek Lane, the house, the backyard, the guest cottage she used for her book club, all of it, had been solely in my name via trust since my father's passing 6 years earlier. It laid out that she'd been living there under an informal arrangement that I, as sole owner, was now formally terminating with a 90-day notice, standard and legal. She called me screaming, asked how I could do this to family. I reminded her calmly that she'd told 200 people at her own son's wedding that I wasn't family. I was simply taking her at her word. Daniel called me the next day, mortified, asking what had happened. I told him the truth, all of it, including the trust, including what Linda had said at his wedding that he might not have fully registered in the moment. He was quiet for a long time. Then he apologized for not saying anything at the reception, for years of small comments he'd let slide because that's just how Linda is. Linda moved out 90 days later. I didn't sell the house. I fixed it up and started renting it out. Daniel visits me there now, not her. Linda spent 10 years telling everyone I wasn't really family. Turns out I owned the ground she stood on the whole time. If you've ever had someone try to write you out of your own family, let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more true stories every week.